One running back in the backfield, and he has it. They start the afternoon with a run, and it goes nowhere.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Oh, he's got some space. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. And the Blue Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Got his man on the right. Smashes ahead. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
The Blue Devils have this offense rolling. They'll leave it with him. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Duke.
Talking to the coaching staff coming into this game, they said explosive plays are going to be big for us. When we get our opportunities, we got to be able to hit on them. And you saw one right there that time, doing it on the ground on the opening drive of the game. That just shows you this offense, they are locked in and in tune and on the same page early.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. All right, guys, let's talk about Georgia Tech. They're the new #1 team in the country. What do they need to do to stay in that spot?
Well, and it's cool to see this team earn that, right? Like, they haven't been #1. They had to go get it on the field, and now it's got to stay on the field, Jesse. One game at a time. Don't get over our skis. Think about too many things in the future. Think about today.
Yeah, they've got to have a sense of urgency now, especially knowing with that #1 beside the name, they're going to get everybody's best shot. So they've got to step up. They've actually got to elevate their play now, I think, to keep this thing moving forward.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play.
Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And quite simply put, you don't see that happen very often against him. He is one of not just the best quarterbacks in the game, he's one of the best players in the game. He's a Heisman Trophy candidate that oftentimes doesn't make mistakes like that. He should have thrown that football away. He decided to try and do too much, and the defense made him pay. They get a massive, massive sack, and this offense loses a ton of yards.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and this offense, man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet. And they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense still in identity mode.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. And the Blue Devils will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Good job by the coverage team, and that's how we'll end the period. Guys, time has expired here in the quarter, and Duke is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Power football with the run. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Davis looking to pass. Unloads to the right. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Great spot to attack there. Right off the turnover, try to strike and keep them reeling.
Absolutely. Coaching 101. Sudden change. When you create a turnover and you get the ball back on offense, attack, attack, attack. Use the momentum. Try to make a big play.
Motion from the wideout. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Gonna look downfield again. Makes the grab. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. The Blue Devils are moving quickly down the field. Go straight ahead. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
And on that situation, in the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
Gets it out quickly. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. He gets it in. Touchdown, Blue Devils. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Fielded in the end zone, it's Yoder. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wide receiver going in motion. Davis will throw. Under fire. He'll try to do it himself. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
Creates a little space. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going to try to get it himself. Quarterback gets the 1st down. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. And the Yellow Jackets getting set on 1st and 10. After the run, now to throw. The short hands, it's Phillips. Breaks into the open. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep play.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do we...
Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Going right to work up top. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. They bring him down, but not before he gets a 1st down at the 35. The offense will quickly use a timeout. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's 1st down again. He's got his man, makes the grab. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. And the Blue Devils can really attack on this 2nd and short. Fires to the big fella. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds a yard short at the 49. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Buys a little extra time. Turning and firing back to the right. That's risky. He's got it for a big play. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And it's 1st down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Blue Devils will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Yoder. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step 1, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having to lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Might be calling a hot route. Davis looking to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He'll take another shot here. He's got it down the right side. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
Man, oh man, when you you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
He'll bring it out. It's Harvin. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a...
He unleashes a long one. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Great place to start for this offense. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Steps away to find some room. Hit as he throws. Grabbed in the middle, it's Cutler. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love that play call, and quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And that one will give him the lead. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying his defense.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Throws to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And on that incompletion, I think the quarterback was being just a bit too careful, trying to throw that ball too far outside, obviously aware that the defenders are coming from the inside. You don't want to put it behind the intended target.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
And the Blue Devils come to the line on third down trying to keep this drive alive. Fires to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Blue Devils send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Quickly to the tight end. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
They go to the ground. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
Davis will throw. He'll pull it down. Jumped on top of the pile. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to throw on third down. Got a man. It's Yoder. There he goes. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of the third quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Hand off from the shotgun. Oh, no, the ball popped out. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. I don't know if it... And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Now on second down, they want to keep moving forward and keep that clock churning. The offense changing the play. Back to pass. Moves away as he feels pressure. Can't get him to the ground. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
The pop pass gets popped behind the line for a loss.
And the defense, man, playing aggressive, playing uphill, playing in the backfield. Nice job getting penetration, getting that pass before it really even gets started. Nowhere to go, nowhere to run. Nice job by the defense.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. You can see it on the sideline. They've built a comfortable fourth quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in CUSA, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Kennesaw State looks like it sent the JV squad out there today. An offense that can't move the sticks, and a defense that looks disinterested. They're trailing by 18 to Pittsburgh. Two fan bases with very different emotions in CUSA as we send it back to you.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Finds his target down the middle. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
And the Blue Devils come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. On the move. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the catch.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the 1st down, you get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Here comes the heat. Intercepted to stop the threat. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And it's nice to play defense when you know it's a passing situation. They've got to throw the football. They don't have another option. You could tell they took advantage of that, played great D, broke on the football, and forced the INT and put one nail in the coffin.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on 3rd down. Davis looking to pass. He wants to go deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Yellow Jackets decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires to the right. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Now they'll run it to the right here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.